How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Tribal Council. Lazaretto tribe, 10 of you remain. After tonight, we make single digits, so congratulations. Getting to the single digit phase of iSurvivor is not an easy feat. As always, we are going to start Tribal Council off with a question and answer ceremony. Once that is over, we will get to the vote, and then I'll do one of my favorite things, which is put my finger over the camera to snuff your torch. Let's rewind a little bit back into the end of the last episode. Devin.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Let's rewind to last Tribal Council. Last time I saw you guys, Aisha was sent home. First member of the jury. She's right there. What was the fallout? What was what happened after you got back to camp? Aisha's no longer there. How was the game for you in that moment?
Well, I think everybody knows that my gameplay is so messy. So at first I was all like, yeah, no, I totally voted Aisha out. It's fine. And then I was like, no, I didn't. I didn't vote Aisha out. Okay, who did? And so it's been an unraveling of that. But I don't think it quite matters because I don't think I have my head on straight with what's going down. But this week is interesting. We shall see if I have a weird feeling about today, but we'll see how life goes.
A weird little feeling like it's your time, or a weird little feeling that's something else?
I feel like you can never feel like you're safe. You can never feel like that. And I mean, I'm going out and about with all my stuff, and I don't know if I'm getting less messy or if I'm getting more messy there, Sandy. So the word, production knows I've been upside down this entire time. So I'm hoping that I'm starting to gain traction, but my worriedness is because of, the paranoia. I feel like
if this is like, let's pretend iSurvivor is like a swimming race and all of you guys are trying to swim to the finish line. Do you think that you're fumbling underwater, doing flips, almost half drowning?
Straight up, I'm so excited to watch everything back because I know that my head is over here and I'm floaties on and I think that I'm an Olympic swimmer, and then I know that everything else has actually been happening and I'm like so that's how I feel.
Why do you feel like you're in the game but the game is happening around you? Why do you feel like that?
Honestly, it's my fault. It's my freaking fault. Because at the beginning of this thing, I didn't get relationships down quickly. And to be honest, I felt like I never really picked up after that. And so now I'm scrambling and it looks desperate. And ladies and gentlemen, it is. It's desperate. So I'm like, that's where I'm at right now. They see me for what I am.
Does you being desperate, are the messages coming? Are people trying to come and scoop up your vote? Or is desperate turning people away to where it's like Mom City?
Desperate is people are still telling me stuff. They're coming to me now, much like last time. It was all last minute, minutes before the tribal. People are coming to me now with a little hint of what's to come, but I'm hearing multiple things, and it also gets to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I'm, honestly, I just feel like I'm going to get set up. I'm going to get set up, and everybody will be like, no, it's fine, you're fine. And then just, that's how I have no other words other than, I don't know, dude. I'm just here for the ride, I guess.
Well, I hope by the time voting happens, you know something.
Yeah. Yep.
AJ, how are you? You're on mute, my friend.
I'm doing fine. How about you?
AJ, I'm always good. You know I'm always good.
He is. He never gives me a bad or nothing. He's always fine or good.
I'm not out there, getting infected, losing health, having people backstab me, pistol me, tell me it's raining. Like, none of that's happened to me, so I'm great.
I wonder who you're talking about.
I'm talking about all y'all. All y'all messy bitches. All right, so AJ, let's rewind a little bit as well.
What's good?
Aisha got voted out.
Yeah.
The next morning came. The island was open once again for searching, and someone is medically evacuated. Did you expect Josh to do that to himself?
Josh, why are you an idiot? Like, come on. Like, that's out of the kindness of my heart. But, like, listen, bro. Pay attention to your fucking points. Like, get your shit together. Like, when I go searching, I'm like, got a calculator out and everything. I'm like, I ain't going to get to zero. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Are you feeling confident?
I was happy when it happened because it's like, oh, I'm in final 10 now. Turn up. But, like... That's just me personally. What's up?
Are you keeping good track of your HP?
Yeah, I'm keeping track with it. Yeah. I don't like you teasing me.
So how has the game been for you since the last time we've been at Tribal Council?
My God, Sandy, it sucks. This game genuinely sucks. Like on so many levels. Like I'm over here thinking,
what's been sucking? What's been sucking for you?
I think I know what the fuck is going on. And then I turn around and it's like, oh, Aisha's gone. I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, I didn't even hear Aisha's name for most of the day.
So were you blindsided by that vote?
I was blindsided, Sandy. Like, I didn't even hear Aisha's name out there until, like, legit 5 minutes before trial. And I was like, Aisha? That's strange. But I was like, it's fine. And then Aisha went home. I was like, the fuck is happening? And I come home, I have a mental breakdown, and then I put my shoes back on.
Did you spend the last couple of days trying to figure out what happened in the prior vote that left you on the wrong side of the numbers?
Like, of course. Like, I want to know what went wrong, what did I do wrong, and how can we, fix this shit? Because I'm not planning on going home after Aisha. Like, I plan on, like, staying here for a minute. So I'm like, let me get this shit back on track. Let me see what everyone else was hearing, what they were saying, and let me see if I can feel comfortable moving forward.
Do you feel comfortable moving forward now that?
Of course not. Forward? I don't feel comfortable. No. Like, listen, my ass was on the line 2 tribals ago. Last tribal, I was on the outs. Like, if I felt comfortable, I'll be a damn fool.
What are you basing your vote on tonight?
I am basing my vote on over the past few days, like weeks or so. There's been shit that's just been getting in my way. Like, just been getting in, like, some people's way. And it's like, damn, we got to take this out. We got to stop fumbling the ball. So we got to change the game plan up. And so I'm doing what I believe will keep me on stay ground for the rest of the game.
You said something about we got to get this out. Is this a person? Is this an alliance?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
Do you want to do any more elaboration?
You fuckers beware.
Does anybody feel as if AJ was talking to them? No? Well, he was talking to one of you. Thank you, AJ. Best of luck in the vote, sir.
Thank you.
Katie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. What's going on in the iSurvivor land of Katie?
I wish I knew what was going on in the iSurvivor land of Katie. I don't know. It's just been a wild ride ever since the merge.
Your name was put on some parchments last time we were here. How concerned that can happen again today. And not only that, but you received the majority of them. Is that a concern for you tonight?
Definitely. I think that you always have a sense of feeling vulnerable. And I'm definitely feeling that tonight.
Yeah. I mean, some people on this tribe didn't receive votes. You definitely received votes. So you probably have more reason than anybody to feel vulnerable. What have you done to make sure that doesn't happen tonight?
I've tried to connect with people and to figure out why that happened last week. So I'm just trying to put the puzzle pieces together and figure out what's best for my game moving forward.
What are you basing your vote on tonight?
My gut.
Gut.
Who I think is really wanting me out.
Best of luck, Katie. Hugo, welcome back.
It sucks to be back.
I missed you at Tribal.
Hate it.
What happened?
I was busy. Work got in the way, and I couldn't make it to the time.
I didn't mean that, but even if you were here, a power was used, and I would have asked you, Hugo, it's time for you to head back to camp, and you would have left the Zoom and went back to the Lazaretto camp. Why do you think that happened to you last time?
Why?
Why were you sent back? Why was the rejection button used on you?
I think everybody knew that the numbers were extremely close, and I instantly gave props to Chrissy for doing that, because a game has to respect game. It's like she played that wonderfully. It was a wonderful move on her part. Game respects games, and if it's enough to win, then she did a fantastic job.
Do you think that because the vote was so close last time, you were sent out? Is there a line drawn in the sand now? In your opinion?
Who knows? It's not like, because it is merge, it's now an individual game more so than it was before the merge. When before the merge we were more emphasizing the tribe aspect. But now that it's a merge, literally anybody can win. Anybody here is fair game. Everybody here has a fair shot to winning the entire game.
Now, last time you were here, you had immunity. You were sent out, but you were immune. You were safe. You chose to use a power to share Alan's immunity that he won. What went into making that decision?
There's a lot of decisions that went into it. Mainly what people decide to call sixth sense or women's intuition, because 99% of the time it's usually correct. Either sixth sense or women's intuition. That's usually correct, and I never argue with that. So usually it came down to those two.
Women's intuition, I'm dead at that. So, where has your game gone since the last time? Since the last vote? Since the last time the power was used on you? Where has your game gone?
Has it changed much? I don't think it's changed too much, because when I shared the immunity with Alan, that was when I probably felt the safest, because immunity is the only guaranteed thing. Now that Sophie, our current immunity holder, has the immunities, like, she feels the safest, and like anybody holding immunity would feel the safest. So everybody still has to play with their lives on the line still.
Do you think that is fully the case? Sophie's immune, she's safe, but there's a whole island out there that you guys have been searching all season. Do you think that there are people here who feel safe without having one immunity?
Of course. I mean, there are varying degrees of power, and like what is out there is, and like the degree of how strong the power itself is. But then even if you have the power, even if you have whatever advantage you have, it's not guaranteed. The only thing guaranteed, like I said, is immunity.
You nervous?
No, I'm terrified. I hate tribal council.
I feel a tremble, or hear a tremble. I kind of feel the tremble in your voice right now, Hugo.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. I don't want to be here.
Would you have a single or like a highlighted regret if it were you tonight? If you were the one with the torch snuff headed to jury, is there anything that stands out in your mind that you would have done differently or you wish you could change?
As Master Uguay once said, the past is history. today is the future is mystery, and today is a gift. That's why it's the present from Kung Fu Panda.
Great movie, and I wish you the best of luck, Hugo. Sophie,
Yes, sir.
how was your num num?
It's pretty good. I said thank you.
Congratulations on winning immunity.
Thank you so much.
How was that last 12 hours for you? Did you enjoy yourself first of all, and was it something that you felt like you needed, or once you realized what the challenge was, you're just like, I'm gonna go for it?
You know, I had a great time doing it. I had nothing else to do yesterday, and it was honestly a fun time. So once I got going, I was like, okay, I have literally nothing else to do today. Might as well go for it. I had a great time yesterday. I think everyone else did too. That was a fun challenge. We were just like chatting and then do something weird and then chatting, you know.
It was fun for me because Rocky ran it. Thank you, Rocky. So I was able to just sit back, relax, and like watch the game instead of like coordinating the game. So when you guys popped up with these crazy pictures of my head cropped on freaking whatever the hell it was, and watching the videos, the infomercials, like it was so good to see just a different side of you guys, because
And it
a lot of
was like, it was fun too, just being 12 hours. If it had been 24 hours, it would not have been fun, I don't think.
Yeah, I think it was a good call on production. Only make it a half day. Good job, us. So you're safe tonight. Does that give you a little bit of comfort, or maybe even a little bit of confidence to make sure what you want to happen happens tonight?
It definitely eases my mind going into just the next, 30 minutes. As far as after those 30 minutes are concerned, I don't have any confidence because of this immunity win at all. I feel good for the next 30 minutes, and then we'll see.
Right back to square one after tribal, sort of.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you think that now we're at the individual game? Do you think now that we're at the individual phase of the game? Sorry, Chris, I was having a stroke. Do you think that immunity win will put a little bit of a target on your back?
You know what? I didn't even think about that. I hope not. It was fun. It was fun, and it seemed like more luck based than anything. Like, as you know, if you have a solid internet connection, it seems like we're
Flash a free 12 hours on that specific day.
Exactly. Like, I even noticed that when I was out in my sunroom, my pictures were going after, and then when I was in my room where the internet box was, it's going faster. So I really think it was more luck than anything. So I would hope not, but I guess we'll see.
Well, you have nothing to worry about tonight. I just wish you luck in the vote. Hopefully it works out for you and what you want to happen. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, I've missed you so much this episode. Erica, where have you been?
I've been incarcerated.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
Oh, I don't know who had a free ticket to jail and decided to spend it on me instead of themselves, but
it was a power, an artifact called the Shackles.
Yes.
And it's good for the owner, and they could choose one person to sit in the prison, a jail cell in the prison, for the rest of the episode. The only time that they can get out is during the immunity challenge. And if they don't win that immunity challenge, they're headed right back to jail. Unfortunately, somebody used the power on you. You did not win immunity. So literally, you've spent your entire episode in jail, other than the 12 hours of spamming and making crazy videos. Are you nervous?
Yes, I'm nervous. Oh my God.
Is there any opportunity to touch base with people during the challenge as to what was going on?
No, there was no game talk around the fire during the challenge. It was a lot of fun to get it to interact with these people who I have not had any chance to interact with, like Jabbar and Chrissy and Lexi. This is my first time being on a tribe with them, so I enjoyed the 12-hour challenge, even though I did not win, because it was just fun to hang out with you guys. But no, they weren't like, hey, Erica, you want to vote with us or anything like that.
So are you in PMs right now trying to figure out what to do now that you're free from jail?
Oh, like right now? Like right this second? No, my DMs are quiet. Like, I haven't heard a thing.
Does that concern you at all?
Yeah, I'm nervous, Sandy. You don't have to keep asking me. I feel extremely nervous. Like, I was on the wrong side of the book
It's
last
either you're
time.
going tonight or like this group of people like don't need your vote at all.
I know, Sandy. You don't have to tell everyone this. We all see it.
Well, make a plea to them. I'll give you the floor
Okay.
now as to like why you're the wrong choice tonight.
Well, I just think it's not a great strategic move for these fine folks to get me out now. I mean, drag me to the end, people. I am not gonna be a jury threat. Look at me. Like, if you send me out now, also, what are you gonna get? My 20 HP from my care package? I've got no powers. I've got nothing. I don't have a cure for you. I have nothing. So don't get me out now and send my care package on the map now. I've got like no allies left. Scoop me up. Take me to the end.
You bring up a kind of a good point that I actually haven't thought of at Tribal. Do you think it's a smart decision for this group of people, even tonight or going forward, is to sniff out some of these powers that they might have heard through the grapevine and then vote those people out because
Bingo, Sandy.
it's pretty obvious that if they have goodies, they go in a care package, or the goodies have not been used. They get voted out with goodies in their pocket. Those goodies go in a care package, and they get put on the map. Isn't that kind of smart? It kind of stops people from using powers. They go home with them, and then there's an opportunity to claim them for yourself.
Yeah, I've only got 29 HP right now in my care package. It's not worth it, you guys. Don't waste this Tribal on my dumb care package. Get in your DMs with everybody else right now. You're not talking to me. So.
Well, I'm going to move on, let you maybe talk to people while I finish up this Q&A. But we bring up a good point about the island. I need to say this because it's been freaking killing me. All right. Ever since the shift, guys, the island map has changed, right? There are only 2 spots to search for -2. The cheapest, one spot for -2. It's cheap. There are 3 motherfucking things in there. 3 for -2. Why are all of you going to the bunker, searching behind those 3 items? If you think about it, let's just do basic math real quick. Last episode, there was 12 of you. That's technically 12 possible searches that could have gone into that area. This episode, there's 10 of you. So that's 22 possible times that people could have gone to the bunker and searched those 3 things. Why is everybody going to -2 thinking that they're going to find something there when there at least 22 people maybe? I just don't get it. Anybody have any rhyme or reason? Enlighten me.
Andy, we are broke bitches and we don't want to die like Josh did.
Okay, so that makes sense, but I promise you, nothing is in the bunker anymore.
That's reverse psychology. psychology. You just put something in there.
And I will make sure not to put a care package in there. The prizes that were, and if they were in the bunker, are gone. Next episode, for the 9 of you that survived, if you go to the bunker, I'm going to put a mine in there and I'm just going to blow you up out of the game. Fair?
He's tricking us.
Alan.
Hey, Sandy.
How important is searching? Is it as important now that we're at the merge, or was it more important earlier in the season when people had more HP and there were more people in the game?
Right. I think we're finding out very quickly that HP is becoming the biggest part of this game. We've already lost 2 people to HP, and it sounds like there were a lot more with a lot less. I don't think searching is something that is that critical at this point, only because I think we're realizing how critical our HP is.
How does last time you were here with immunity differ from tonight without immunity?
Sophie nailed it. You're only safe for 30 minutes, and then it's right back to the drawing board. And, right after Tribal last night, I've had a knot in my stomach, and it has not left. It's only gotten bigger since you asked me questions.
Do my questions make you nervous?
Every single time.
Do you think after the last vote, it was a very close vote? In your opinion, has that brought any clarity to the sides of this game? Is there a clear line for you, or is it still very blurry, fuzzy?
I think it's muddied the water even more. It's been interesting. It's been interesting, to say the least.
How does the last vote and what happened impact this vote and what's going to happen?
Moving forward, moving upward, and moving onward. That's what I always say. Just moving onward, and that's what this vote is going to do.
So is that pretty much what you're basing your vote on? What's going to bring you onward in this game?
Exactly.
Best of luck, Alan. Chrissy.
Hi.
How are you?
Not good.
Why? What's the matter?
I know, like, I've heard my name been thrown around this round, so obviously kind of
So you
nervous.
feel like you're a target tonight?
I am.
If you are a target, if that's what you heard, why do you think that is?
Because Hugo just said that game respects game, and that he also wants to do what's best for his game, and that would probably be, getting a player that he respects out, because I played him last round and I took his vote, so, who knows?
So do you think that
vote.
the gauntlet that you threw on Hugo last round, it has made you a target leading into this tribal?
Probably, but also, we're all here playing for ourselves, and we have to do what we have to do. So I'm glad that he respects it. And also, if I go home tonight, I respect that, because, good job. But, it's always nerve-wracking when you hear your name out there, man. It's not fun. Katie can tell you her name was being thrown out last round. She was feeling the same way I am.
What happened? Walk me through the feeling, or just, enlighten me a little bit. I mean, obviously, I've played games before. I know what it's like to have your name thrown out there. But I've never had my name thrown out there in iSurvivor at the final 10, when you guys know that the end is right there.
Mm-hmm.
What was it when you, the first time or the first person who came to me was like, Chrissy, I'm hearing your name. Did your, throat go into your stomach?
Yes. It's a sinking feeling. So, Devin is over there with her floaties flapping around, doing God knows what, right? That's the analogy we're going with. And then when you hear your name, you're kind of like, maybe I should, try to swim around and see if I can, dive a little deeper and figure something out. And then you get deeper, and the pressure just keeps building and building on you, because, the deeper that you dive, the more pressure that gets put on you. And it's not a fun feeling. And then you're like, I have to go up for air. And then you go up for air, and you're like, well, now what the fuck do I do? Because, I'm not going to make it to the end like this. It's just not a fun feeling.
So what have you done to ensure that you have the numbers tonight? Once you heard your name, was it overdrive, or was there already a plan in place?
No, it's not. Well, it's not overdrive or having a plan in place, but it's more trusting the people that trusted me, and sticking with the trust that has already been built and trying to build new relationships. Because at this point, if they want to vote me out, then I'm out. I have no powers or anything to save me. So good job, but like Erica said, it's gonna be a waste. I don't have that much HP, and I don't even have a power because it got stolen. So it's honestly a waste. I was good at a challenge that we're not gonna have again. So if the reason to vote me out is that I'm a threat, I'm really not. But people will say what they need to say in order to save themselves, and I respect that. So if I'm supposed to go home this round, then I'm supposed to go home.
So this is the 8th tribal council of the game. You're banking on the possible targets that you helped survive a vote, return the favor this time, and return that trust now that your name's on the chopping block.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the only play that I have to make right now in this position without any powers.
Well, we'll see if reciprocity is in your favor tonight. Lexi, I always forget that you're there when I see the ceiling. I'm like, what is that? Hey, how are
I'm
you?
sorry.
Thank you
Sorry,
for staying
it's
up
me,
and joining. No, you're
camping
fine.
out in bed.
Thank you for staying up and joining us. How are you doing?
I'm tired, but only because my mum had me up at 6 o'clock this morning. So I'm starting to feel the repercussions of that early morning.
No, I can relate, even though I never see anything earlier than 11:30.
Must be nice.
So how are you feeling about your position in this game, Lexi?
I feel probably the same as everyone else. Like, you can never assume you're safe, because, like we've seen in many votes before, you don't know what's around the corner, and it can change at the flip of a switch. So it would be silly of us to feel safe. But I think it would be silly of anyone to feel safe, apart from the person that won immunity.
Yeah. So now that we're at the merge, this is the first tribal council that people that you've voted out are coming back to sit and watch you guys and listen to your answers. Does that impact what goes through your mind and the decisions that you make? What's at all in this game? Does the jury affect Lexi?
I don't know yet. I mean, regardless, tribal council makes us shit a brick every time. Like, the knots your stomach does at tribal council. Mm-hmm. I think I could have immunity and I'd still be like absolutely shitting bricks. Mm-hmm. But I honestly don't know. I don't know.
You do know that those are the people that are going to be voting for a winner at the end of this, right? So
yeah.
Maybe if you survive the tribal council, next tribal council, I might ask you the same thing. See if it changes at all. Like, as the jury grows, does it play a part in where you go?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've done enough to avoid getting getting voted out tonight?
I'd like to think so. I don't think I've done anything to, aggravate anyone or to put a target. I hope not anyway. If I have, I'm sorry. No, I hope I haven't. But like I say, you don't know this game. It flips to a switch.
What are you basing your vote on tonight?
Game.
Best of luck. Jabberwocky, are you here?
Hi.
It's so nice to see you. I was not expecting to see your pretty little face tonight.
I wasn't expecting to see my pretty little face either.
You just had to show up so we can hang out for a little bit.
What's the questions now?
Why can I flirt? How was class?
It was fine. Thank you for asking.
How has the last couple of days in the game been for you?
Fine.
Is that it? Just fine?
Yeah, they've been fine.
Okay. All right, question and answer ceremony is over. If anybody has anything that they want to say before we get to the vote, this is your last opportunity. After this, we're going to get to the vote. I'm going to tally them, read them, and a torch will be snuffed. Nobody has anything to say? All right. It is time to vote. When I call your name, you're going to run over to Skype to your production chat. You're going to type the name of the person you want to see on the parchment. Devin, you're up. Jabbar, time to vote. Alan. Hugo. Erica. Katie. AJ. Sophie. Chrissy. Time to vote. And Lexi. If I forgot your name, you can vote. I just didn't see your face on camera. I apologize. I'm going to go tally the votes. I will be right back. Feel free to talk in the meantime. I have the votes. They've been tallied. They've been looked at. Once I read them, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the octagon immediately. You will become the third member of the jury. If anybody is in possession of a hidden immunity idol or an advantage that needs to be played right now, now is the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote. Chrissy. However, Chrissy has received a burner vote from visiting a plague doctor on the island. The first vote ever cast against Chrissy since she met with the plague doctor is burned. This vote does not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Chrissy. Chrissy. That's 2 votes for Chrissy. Hugo. It's 2 votes for Chrissy and 1 vote for Hugo. Hugo. It's 2 votes, Hugo, and 2 votes for Chrissy. Next vote. AJ. AJ. We are tied. 2 votes, Hugo, 2 votes, AJ, and 2 votes for Chrissy. We have 3 votes left. AJ. It's 3 votes, AJ. The 8th person voted out of iSurvivor. Next member of our jury, AJ. Tonight, 4 is enough. You need to bring me your torch. AJ.
Yes, sir.
My DSBB Twilight Zone brother, how are you? How are you feeling now that you're voted out?
It's Sandy. I don't want to be out the game. I want to keep playing, but shit happens. I get fucked over. It's okay. It's okay.
Well,
I'm happy to cast the vote for a winner, though.
I was just gonna say the silver lining of this, AJ, is at the end of the day, all of these people will follow you out except for those that make the finals, and you will have a decision to make. You will be able to crown or have a say in crowning who wins this game. On behalf of production, AJ, thank you for taking our recruitment message seriously. Thank you for getting us your materials quickly. Thank you for putting in your energy day in and day out. And I'll say I wasn't sure about how active you were going to be because I saw you in DSBB and I wasn't sure if that was going to relate here, but I just want to say that it was not a mistake casting you. You brought the heat, and not to mention, you're funny as hell. Like, you had me laughing and rolling on the floor in every conversation. So, AJ, it's been a pleasure, but you are now the 3rd member of the jury. Thank you so much for playing, my friend.
Thank you for having me. It was really fun.
Thank you. Stan Luna. Another one bites the dust. Good thing for y'all. You've made it to single digits, top 9. Give yourselves honestly a round of applause. However this shakes out, this is not easy, and there's a bunch of people who got voted out before you that would kill to be in your spot. Thank you everybody for attending, and I just want to say quickly a big loving heavenly shout out to Miss Pam Pounds. thank you for having such an awesome impact on me. I know we only recently met this year, but you've played many two games of mine, and you've been nothing but a sweetheart. As I said when you left earlier on day 10, you really did production a favor by agreeing to play this season. And I know your time was cut short, but I know you left impact on everybody here and myself personally. So Pam, you are missed. You are on our minds, and we'll see you soon. You guys can head back to camp. Congratulations. Your next challenge is Wednesday, 8:30, followed by Tribal Council. So everything's happening in one night. Take tomorrow to plan accordingly. All right? See you later, beauties.